You're listening to CRBRadio.com. The words and opinions you are about to hear are of the hosts and do not reflect the management, sponsors, or affiliates of Cave Radio Broadcasting.
Sunday evening, my friends. We are coming to you live on Cave Radio, www.crbradio.com. We are also live on the Acoustically Yours and Cave Radio Facebook pages. So make sure you check us out there. And we are live from the Cave Radio Penthouse Studios, located high atop O'Malley's Supper Spirits and Song in lovely Livonia, Michigan. My name is Skip Dietz, and for the next 2 hours, I am Acoustically Yours. And with us, as always, we have our anchor, our steady, our master fader, Eric Pelto in studio. How you doing, buddy?
You can't call me that in public anymore, you know. People hear the wrong thing all the time. It's very, very confusing.
Eric
at the grocery store.
Eric runs the show and makes the show go. Take care of a little bit of laundry here. It is almost time. We are 6 days out from the 10th annual Cave Radio Golf Outing, so I believe we are full up. So we're looking forward to seeing those 215 other golfers out there next Saturday here at Links of Novi with the 1:30 shotgun start. And also we're going to have the prizes. We're going to have live music. We're going to have the CRB gear, doing 50-50. We're doing a raffle for a big old TV. And we are, as always, looking for volunteers and sponsors. So get with the man with the plan, Dan Mayer, for your sponsoring and volunteering needs. Right here from Cave Radio, our Grand Poobah. Looking forward to a great event. The weather, I tell you, the weather for both of our outings last year was beautiful. This year, it's looking all right. We're looking at 65. Clouds and sun. We can do that. The one 2 years ago was terrible. But anyway, we've got that going on. We've got the Cave Radio Golf Outing on Saturday, May 9th. So make sure you're there. And also, happy Sir Mix-a-Lot Day to all of you out there. It is Sir Mix-a-Lot Day only if it's 5-3. And today is 5-3. And, of course, live back in the studio, joining us once again is our friend, and you voted for him, you wanted him, you got him. The 2025 fan-voted best solo artist through CRB Radio, Bluesdad, back in the studio with us once again.
All right, Bluesdad. I'm just a dad who likes the blues. Glad to be here, and big thanks to everyone who voted for me. Appreciate it.
Yes, we actually have the last two winners here in studio.
There we go.
Bluesdad got a lot more votes than I did when I won, though. It's a good thing my kids voted for me.
Yeah.
So we've had Bluesdad, John Cook. You've had a lot going on in the, let's see, when you were last with us in September, I believe.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It's been a bit. You've made a couple cameos since, but
I like to drop in. It's fun to drop in and not be responsible for anything. Just sit here and I want to be the amen corner in the church. You know, like the
right
guy
on.
in the back saying, "Hell yeah!" You know, like
Everyone needs that.
Yeah. What do you call that? The hype guy or whatever.
The hype man.
Yeah, I want to be that guy.
Flavor.
Follow Muhammad Ali around and just get him hyped.
The Flavor Flav of You gotta get your big. Oh, not a clock. I don't know. What would Bluesdad have? A giant harmonica.
There
on
you
a,
go.
On a necklace.
There you go.
On a chain.
So, yes, we have Bluesdad back in studio, and we got lots of stuff to cover. We got all kinds of stuff going on with John, as we always do. But, yeah, looking forward to hanging out with Bluesdad for the next quite a bit here. Did you happen to see my last plug? I was surprised it didn't get taken down yet. I was worried about a little copyright infringement.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I made it to stop in between the Pistons Game 7
I heard that.
and,
Oh, yeah.
and the Tigers on Sunday Night Baseball.
Okay.
So I got you in a Tigers uniform
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
with a guitar, and I'm rocking the Afro wig
Yeah, yeah.
and the headband and the Pistons uniform. So hopefully you're all able to stop in between. So we've got Bluesdad going on right now. Just pulling up your latest stuff you got going on. You just played recently with our guest from who's coming up next episode, Doug Larson.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
You recently did that back at the end of April.
I'm trying. Which one was that?
That was the one at the Gaelic League.
Oh, Gaelic League. Yeah, that was super fun, man. Corktown Music Fest is man, it's great. It's super great. I played there 2 years ago, and then at Corktown Tavern, and this year at the Gaelic League, which is a really cool venue. You know, and they have like a big stage, and then they have like a bar stage, which is kind of more like solo acts, like
Right.
me. So me and Doug were there, and it was just really cool. Just there's a band called Citizen Jones, which is a really kind of a big blues act. They used to like travel up and down the eastern coast of America, and they live like out in Grand Rapids. Well, they're playing down there. They like went way out of their way because I warmed up for them in a show in Ann Arbor once, and they went way out of the way, like left all their equipment and stuff to say hi to me before they played. I was like, couldn't
That's
believe it.
awesome.
So, I mean, what it's become is, besides raising money for, I think it's called something recovery, which is helping former musicians that are going through, addiction and helping them manage that and get better. So raising a lot of money for that, but also it's been great seeing like old friends, other musicians. I got to see Todd Steven, who
Okay.
kind of operates out of like Wyandotte area. And I saw him one time at a wine bar. Like I haven't seen that guy in a while because I don't get out to Wyandotte all the time. And so, yeah, it was just like way cool. Mark Jewett was there, like got to hear his set. So a lot of love between the musicians. It's kind of like, because there's only half-hour sets, and they rotate between the main stage and the bar. So Corktown Tavern, man, they had like 11 venues this year. I was there in the first year, 2 years ago, when they had like 3 venues, maybe 4. So now they got 11, like 170 bands.
That is awesome.
And it's just like everybody's donating their time and trying to, raise money for passenger recovery, something like that. I can't remember. But, yeah, just a great time. And it's really grown into something big like Corktown Tavern. Corktown in the city of Detroit is just like hopping. Like everybody's down there that weekend. So it's just so much fun.
Good stuff. Playing down at the Gaelic League in Corktown there. Now you've got...
It's really, I would say this, what's really cool about it is that I play Corktown Tavern 3 or 4 times a year at a warming station in Detroit for the homeless, about 25 guys. And so I'm always down there by that Grand Central Station thing. And so like to get to play, down there is just kind of cool.
That's
like
awesome.
I can't not think of the guys when I'm there. And so like I played there on Saturday and then like at 11 o'clock. And then on Thursday, say a couple days ago, I played at the New Life Rescue Mission, which is a warming station. And that's always a great time, because they know me a little bit. And I've been there a while. I get dressed up like a blues brother, but I don't do it like unless I'm playing for the homeless.
Right.
So like kind of started out like I was trying to play somewhere and I had like, what the heck am I gonna wear? Like, I had nothing to wear. Like, put the suit on, be a blues brother, and like walked in there not knowing anyone. So it's kind of become my identity a little bit, a marker to know me. But it's not how I perform most places. But like,
Right.
if there's I taught at Schultz Academy on the west side of the state in Detroit. I was a retired teacher for 25 years. So they had a talent show, and I came back dressed like that.
Nice.
And I started the whole talent show off. I did a little bit of harmonica solo. It was super fun. So
Awesome.
it's fun to get dressed up like that once in a while. It's an option.
That is so sweet. That's
But
right.
if I ever do the whole Blues Brother things, I would definitely be Elwood, and you could be Jake. Can you see it, Eric?
I mean, yeah,
I got the height.
I
I got the height.
I gotta see the Dan Aykroyd. I gotta see the run. Yeah, you gotta show me the run before I'm gonna give you the.
Oh,
Before I'm
the
gonna give you
run.
the shades.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Very
see
good, very good, very good.
I'm gonna have to
That's
see if
fair enough.
I'm gonna have to see if my health insurance covers it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, especially if I'm gonna be Jake. Let's see here. So, Shallow Orbits.
Yeah, so Shallow Orbit is a 3-man band that
That's awesome.
I'm playing bass in. So, the weird journey of this is that I never thought I would be doing what I'm doing now. So, like, I've always been a bass player and then a harmonica player. So I played in a band in college, and I think we played like maybe 12, 13 dates. We played in a prison as part of a prison ministry, but then we played like a little festival in Frog Island. We played like in a hotel once, just it was a big deal for us to be in a band, right?
Right.
We were young kids. I barely knew how to play the bass. And so
Perfect.
it was super fun though, man. We just loved it. We had a great time. And I got better at the bass. Enough to get actually had a bass solo back in the day.
Awesome.
Yeah, so fast forward, I was a bass player for a church for 10 years, and then that kind of ran its course. I was ready to, do something new, musical wise. I mean, it was super fun. I love being the bass player. Like, it's low key. You're not out in front. You're right between the electric guitar player and the drummer. That's where I used to be. That's like a great scene, like I'm right next to the drums. I got this electric guitar player doing solos. I'm right in between. You got these big old monitors. It's a great time. So then I just kind of like ended up doing other things. I was more into my job and teaching, and so fast forward, I never thought I would be playing the bass again, but here I am, and I'm joining this band, Shallow Orbits, with Jim Miko. I hope I pronounced his last name right, and then Doug Larson. And what we're doing is we're just playing Doug Larson's music.
That's awesome.
And it's perfect for me because I think I'm his number one fan. Like, I love everything he puts out.
He is fantastic.
And I look at him and I'm like, this guy should be a national act. He should be on tour, warming up for a bigger band or something. One thing about Doug is that, well, besides the fact he plays a 92-year-old guitar,
Yeah.
and he has he uses that whammy bar all the time. And he plays throws some jazzy chords in there. But the thing about Doug is that his music is intelligent, but it also has it's very soulful.
Right.
So joining the band and playing bass for him was like a no-brainer. All I had to do was save up enough money to buy a bass.
There you go.
And get a bass amp, because I kind of sold those things. I thought I was done with the bass, but so I'm still doing my solo thing. But it's going to be a fun time playing some place. Solo acts don't always get into some places that only just want bands.
Right.
So we're super excited. I think we're playing at the Eastern Market Brewery. Is that what this thing says? Yeah. We're playing there on Friday. And then on Saturday is kind of a new festival called the Hazel Park Homegrown Fest. And it has 7 performers. Kira Blue is headlining. I play first. And so it's at a place in it's in a place in Hazel Park called Coffee and Bark. And what Coffee and Bark is just the coolest coffee shop ever, but they just have a little side room where you can bring your dog.
Yeah, that's
A
cool.
lot of places have places you can sit outside with your dog during the summer.
Right.
But in the winter they have one room to the side. So it's like a normal coffee shop, but one room to the side where
You can bring your dog for coffee.
And when you order it online. and then they come out and they bring it to you. So like they got special codes about where the dogs can be.
Right.
But yeah, it's like brand new, super cool looking. So we got 6 performers playing 10 minutes each.
All right.
So I play first. Then we got a guy named Scott Shadow. A lot of enigma with this guy. And I like to tell people he's Bruce Springsteen on keyboards.
Okay.
Like he's just like singing from the heart, you know, and so raw. And like I think his 10-minute, I've heard what he's going to do, but he's going to do a medley of all his songs. This guy writes so many songs. He writes 1 song a day. He's been doing this for a while, and he's reached 1,000 songs that he's written.
Wow.
And so he's taken like, I don't know, 10 or 12 of his best. He's put them into a big medley. And I heard him play it at Trinity, and it's awesome. And so after him is Mel Check, who's a very popular artist. I've been fortunate to play with her a few times, but you'll see her playing all over like Troy, Sterling Heights area. And she just took time off to have a baby. And this might be one of the first times back. So such a super great talent. And then I'm trying to remember who comes next. We got Steve Goulian is in there.
Excellent.
But then also, what's his name? Benjamin David Haven or something like that. Benjamin David Haven. I can't remember. He's got 3 names, but I think it's David Haven. But this guy, man, he just blew me away. Like he sings songs that are like he's just gonna get discovered one day because like it's so emotional and heartbreaking. Like you just want to cry in the middle of a song. But he is a special talent that nobody knows about. I think that a lot more people need to know about. I think his name is David Haven, but and I've heard him just a couple times, but super happy to be on the bill with him. Then we got Steve Goulian, who's like
we love Steve.
Yeah, he's always getting played on Sonic Coast Radio, and like he is like, man, what a professional! Like he's got that big, deep voice.
Oh yeah.
And I just saw him play at Trinity House Theater too in Livonia, and man, he was good. Like I heard him play before, but that performance, he played I think 3 or 4 songs, but man, he had the whole crowd singing along with him on his own original songs.
His own original
No,
music.
that's hard to do. Like it's easier to get, pick a song that everyone knows and everyone sings along.
Right.
But by the time you got to the end of the song, he had everyone singing his own songs that he wrote that they may never have even heard before. But I mean, this guy is a super great talent. And then we end the night. Don't forget Doug Larson. Doug Larson is in there. And then we have Kira Blue. So everyone's kind of doing a 10-minute thing. It's all building up to Kira Blue's going to do a 30-minute set.
Awesome.
And she's been around. And just a really young talent that you see her everywhere. Like she got this song about the clouds. I can't remember the name of the cloud, but it is like, man, it's like Taylor Swift, as good as any of her songs. Like this song is so good.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's only 2 hours, and you're seeing 7 artists, and I think it's a lot of people. I'm hoping a lot of people will check out Coffee and Bark. Like, what a cool place! And I went down there, tried out their sandwiches. So that's my plug.
There you go.
Coffee and Bark, and that's on Saturday from 5 to 7.
So that's Coffee and Bark in Hazel Park for the Homegrown Fest.
And it's free admission.
Free admission.
Like some people are struggling right now. You need a place you can come for a little free entertainment. Come out. Now I did forget one important thing is that. Vehicle City Sound is going to be the MC for the night.
Okay.
So Chuck and Crystal, they're amazing, and they're now. They used to have like a show on Thursday nights where they interview bands, but now they're doing Monday and Thursday.
Oh, excellent!
And so they're just like on fire.
Good for them.
So they're gonna, introduce each person that comes up, and then there's a really nice giveaway at the end. So like it costs nothing to come, and we're giving stuff away at the end. It's going to be a great night. So if you're free Saturday, 5 to 7, Coffee and Bark, Hazel Park, Michigan. Check it out.
All right. That's right. Spend your weekend with Bluesdad, debuting with Shallow Orbits. Friday night at 7 o'clock at Eastern Market Brewery, and on Saturday from 5 to 7 during the Homegrown Fest at the Coffee and Bark in Hazel Park. Again, starting at 5, free admission. So make sure you check those out. And you are listening to Acoustically Yours at www.crbradio.com. And you can also catch that live on the Cave Radio and Acoustically Yours Facebook feeds.
I love watching it on YouTube. Because it
Yes.
gets posted on YouTube eventually, right?
Yep, it is posted on YouTube
I think that's
as well.
really cool, too. Yeah, yeah.
So breaking news, the Pistons did win.
Indeed.
Ooh.
I know at least one person who threw in the towel. Who's I'm already lining up some trash talk over here.
Nice.
I noticed that you left this towel here. It's got a Pistons logo on it. Did you want it back? Did you throw this here on purpose?
So the Pistons came all the way back and won.
They came
That's
all
a
the way back
big
from
deal.
3-1.
Big deal. Yeah, yeah.
And the turning point was just that horrid third quarter that Orlando had in Game 5 or Game 6 when they could have put them away at home.
Right.
But they kept fighting. They came back. And I think they won by 20-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I kept saying it's been done before, and the people that have done it have won the whole thing. So that makes me feel good.
So the Pistons go rolling into the next round. Very shortly, within the next hour, we get the Tigers playing on Sunday Night Baseball.
All right.
And so they've been foiled on Sunday Night Baseball twice in a row.
Okay.
They've been on pitching a big Verlander comes home until he got put on the IL. And this...
Well, how's he going to pitch for Casey Mize when he gets hurt?
And this
Anyways.
Sunday, this was supposed to be Casey Mize's starting spot. He's on the IL now. So...
I wish I knew that ahead of time. It would have been a funnier joke.
So they get reintroduced to... The viewers get reintroduced to pitching chaos from 2024. It's going to be a bullpen game.
Wow.
But I'm glad that you all are with us in between. So go Pistons and go Tigers, and that's your sports report for tonight. So I recently saw a song that you had put out with Jackie Daniels.
Yeah, I put out 2. Recently, 2. Yes. So one is I Can See the Moon. That was the first one I put out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a beautiful song.
And it's got a lot of things going for it. Like, the groove. Like, when I wrote the groove at home, I was like, I just kept playing it over and over because I'm like, I'm going to forget this. I don't want to forget it. So I kept playing it over and over so I knew I wasn't going to get it. As soon as I knew I wasn't going to forget it, I went running from my phone and recorded it so I wouldn't forget the groove and the chords and everything. Because sometimes you can remember the chords, but you'll forget the groove. That's been horrible. It's just like the little things in between, the little, I don't know, like the little up. So the little upbeat things and little tiny things that you do can make all the difference in a groove. So super happy about the groove. It was a live performance. So I performed that live in Ann Arbor in front of about 10 people.
Okay.
A very small audience in the studio. And so the song is like one and done. You get one shot. That's it.
There you go.
And so I sang that, played the whole thing. And then afterwards, I was like, the whole live album, I was like, man, I like the songs too much to just release it without anything else.
Right.
So I started adding things. I added a guy playing brushes on drums, which is hard to add drums afterwards.
Yeah, that's tricky business right there.
It's a very tricky business. So, but we managed that.
Awesome.
And then, then we added Jackie Daniels to sing harmony on it, and that just made everything sound, everything she sings sounds better, right? So the big thing I think for that song is, so when you hear it, you'll hear the groove, you'll hear her. And her and me together, she just takes my singing way up, and I think you'll like it. But then I think what happens is you get to the harmonica solo, and this is the kind of song that if you listen to the whole harmonica solo, you will pull the car over and save it and make sure that you hear it. I'm like that when I hear a song that, like, I'll be hearing it like, this is good, then something will happen in the middle, like, oh, heck no. I had to pull the car over, make sure that I screenshot the song or something so I don't lose it, right? So The harmonica solo special, I've never played an A minor harmonica in my life.
Wow.
So what happened is I was like trying to do a solo over E minor and A minor, and I was having trouble with the harmonicas that I had because the song is kind of in the key of C, kind of. And so there's a guy named James Humphreys that is a harmonica player that plays around. He actually played on my, like, I'm a harmonica player, but I was like, I wanted him to play on one of my songs. He plays on Maya the Hot Tub.
Okay.
Because, a lot of my stuff is real bluesy, and I was like, I need someone who can really nail first position harmonica. So he plays on Maya the Hot Tub. So I saw him at a gig, and I was like, hey, dude, I'm playing over E minor and A minor. What harmonica should I get? Without hesitation. Like, he didn't even think. He's like, A minor. Like, all right. So I went and ordered an A minor harmonica. Never played before. Got into the studio. And, like, I had tried it for, like, 10, 15 seconds. I was like, yeah, this is not, I don't have anything. So I'm just going to improv this and play it enough times so I can get something. I already know the keys right. Half of the battle is having the right key.
Right.
So I get in there, and I'm going to play over the E minor and A minor, and I do that. But right at the end of where the solo ends, I catch a hold of two notes, and that's when it gets special. And instead of ending, I just keep going. So what happens is the E minor, A minor is really big, and then when I get back to the groove, the bottom just drops out from beneath the solo, and it's like the harmonica keeps going. It's like it's soaring in the air. It's like the world starts revolving and turning. It's really a special moment. So, like, I don't think ever had that kind of moment happen in the studio where, like, we both looked at each other like, dang, like, something really cool just happened, So, and I couldn't play the harmonica solo today. Like, I did it once. I don't even know where that A minor harmonica is now. I don't even know. I've been looking for it all over the place.
It's right next to your capo, man. You know it.
I've been looking for it. So I'm playing it at Buttermilk Jamboree Music Festival, which is like bigger festival, like around, it's a smaller one in the state of Michigan. It has about 2,000 people that come every year, but it's in Delton, is like north of Kalamazoo. So it's the biggest festival I've ever been in. It's an awesome place to play. So I wrote a song called I Love an Evening. In the lyrics, I talk about a guy who plays the clarinet named Ruckus Rickus. Now, this guy he's something else. So anyways, last year I said, hey, Ruckus, I wrote a song about you. Why don't you play clarinet on my song? So he's playing with me. So this year I mailed him an A minor harmonica and said, hey, dude, because he's a harmonica player too, play this solo. So he's learning that solo.
Awesome.
And he's going to play for us. So we're going to perform. I got a couple different sets at Buttermilk on a Saturday, which is Father's Day weekend. But it's a great time of camping out and music. And so there's that song, but then there's another second song that Jackie sings on, which is called Let's Get the Band Back Together Again. And that's kind of a slower song. And I think you really hear her vocals. There's a part where we slow down at the end and like a pause. And that's when you really hear her harmonies. And so it's a special moment. I wrote this song about a friend who died in 2021. And we were in a band together in college, and he's kind of the reason why I play everywhere now. Because, what happened is, I'm like a bass player. I like to write a few songs here and there, but he died, and all I could think about is like how we were back in the college days. We were staying up late writing songs, and and I wasn't doing that for like 25 years or whatever, 30 years, and when he died, I was just like, all these emotions came about thinking about him, and that's when I wrote that song, Let's Get the Band Back Together Again, and that's when I realized, maybe I should be doing this. Maybe I should be writing songs and playing places. And the motivation behind that, Skip, was that when he died, he left like all this music behind. Like he always would write music. He put out about 3 songs a year, but when you do that for a long time, decades, he had like 50 songs.
Yeah.
So, like, in his memory, to remember, his name is Mark Kozik. You can go on Bandcamp and you can find Mark Kozik, Kozik. But you can find his music, and he had left all this music to remember him by. And I thought, man, what an awesome thing! Like, he's not here. I can't text him. I can't joke around with him anymore. But I can listen to his music. I can hear him sing. Yep. I can hear him do guitar solos. And so, kind of the touching thing about that story, Skip, is right at the end. I do a solo kind of in honor of him because I was always the bass player. I don't know how to do lead guitar solos. Like I know my pentatonic scales, all right,
Right.
but I don't know how to do solos. So I do this song, and I'm like, I'm gonna do a solo in honor of him because he was always the lead guitar player. But the killer here is that I realized after. I didn't realize this until like after it was recorded. I was like, it's kind of a metaphor because when I do that solo, I'm doing it live, so there's no drums, there's no bass, there's nothing behind it. And on that song, we didn't even add drums because it's kind of a ballad, slow song. But when I play that solo, there's nothing behind it. It's almost like a metaphor that I'm by myself now, that he's not here to jam with me, that I'm doing the solo by myself. And man, what a solemn thing. I've had a lot of people reach out to me about that song and say that, they cried through it. I had, one guy from, played at the VFW Post, and afterwards, this gentleman came up and thanked me 7 times in a row.
Wow.
Like, that gets awkward, right? After
Yeah.
the first couple, right?
Right.
But, like, he wasn't crying, but he had tears in his eyes. And he's like, he was a vet, and he was, like, in his 70s, and he was saying that his little brother died before him, and that just broke his heart.
Right.
So the song "Let's Get the Band Back Together" is kind of also, you have to understand that the band could be a lot of things. It could be a friend group. For us, it was a band.
Yeah.
Let's get the band back together again. But it could be a band of soldiers.
Oh yeah.
So it's a song about loss, and it didn't go as far as like I Can See the Moon like hit 20,000 streams like in 7 weeks, like shocked. I think Let's Get the Band Back Together still like at 1,800. So, but I think when I release this, I think I'm going to name I was going to name the album Live in Ann Arbor, but I think I'm going to name it Let's Get the Band Back Together again.
Yeah.
Just in honor of this, because like really in honor of my friend, the whole album, I think it'll be a part that naming it will bring people to it. And, not everyone, it's emotional. Not everyone's ready to hear that. You know what I mean? But it's the song that I think everyone needs to visit when they need to.
Right.
When they're ready. So it's one of my favorite songs to sing. I'm currently singing it with Doug Larson singing harmonies, and I underestimated that guy. Like he can really sing some harmonies.
Yes, he can.
And so like I'd always thought like of having a female vocalist. So I sang it with Melanie Check, Mel Check.
Yep.
Amazing. And I've had sang it with her at gigs, and then I've had Jackie sing it, on the recording. And so in my mind, I was like, it has to be a female vocalist. But man, Doug, what we sang that at the Gaelic League, and what happens is you have a loud bar, and then you sing the song, you introduce it. I wrote this for my friend, and then when we start singing the chorus, dude, everyone stops talking. They turn around and they look, and it's just like one of the best feelings in the world is when everyone stops what they're doing and they turn around and look at you. And that was the moment that we had with me and Doug, him singing harmony. So a great moment.
Oh yeah. I mean, when we do the music, I mean, that's what it's all about is to, when you can get that feeling of touching somebody.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And like I don't want to. I had a hard time crying through this song all the time. Like I was at home crying through the song, and like I have to stop singing. And it kind of got solved when I started playing at bars. Like I went to the Mountain Inn. I was like, yeah, I'm not crying.
Yep.
I'm gonna sing the song. And so I really worked hard at not trying to cry through that song because I think people are just not ready to cry at a bar. Like they want to feel that. They want to get to that. They want to get to that door, but not cross it. When they get to the line, they want to feel that emotion, but they don't want to have to like hide their tears and stuff. So. But yeah, what a great song, and I played this up in I think Otisville, Michigan, and that's kind of near Lapeer, where my friend Mark Kozik lived, and someone in the audience knew Mark,
Sure,
and like worked at a factory with him or something. So like super cool. I love the guy. He was super funny. He was a great friend, and I'm so happy to have a song that touches me to remember him by.
Yeah, definitely. We are live in the studio, my friends, with Bluesdad, John Cook. here at www.crbradio.com. Also live on the Cave Radio and Acoustically Yours Facebook pages, and also check it out on YouTube. That's how Bluesdad likes it. So you've dropped those. What else have you got going on?
Well, the song I've been singing, like whenever I get to a bar, a noisy bar, my go-to song is always "The Mountain Inn," like because it's got the Hell Yeah line, and I told you this is part of my live show that I did, and I added drums later. No bass on the whole album. Excuse me, just drums. And so I reached out to Bob Hostler, who, man, is just such a great performer and singer and great songwriter. And I said, dude, like, do you know any steel pedal guitars? Because, like, I'm doing a country song. I need a steel pedal guitar. Well, of course he does. Like he's just been everywhere. Like, you know, he gave me the number of a Nashville guy who's kind of like retired but lives in Kentucky now.
Okay.
Dude, that guy did 3 passes of my song, charged me like, I don't know, $125. That was the best $145 I ever spent.
Nice.
So he put some steel pedal guitar on that song, the Mountain Inn song, and it just turned out great. And so that's coming out. I haven't loaded it up, but I'll probably actually load it up tomorrow, and that will come out like June 1st probably. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm writing a book, and I'm really close to like releasing that. I won't tell you the name of it, but it's music related, but also political. It's political a little bit, a lot political. And it's one of those things where you hear the title and you might have to like buy the book because you're like, I got to find out what it's about, right? So, but it's very short, it's like a sit down and read it in one sitting. But I think it's going to be a really good thing for people because a lot of people have been struggling with, losing family members, fighting over politics, a lot of polarization, all of that. And this book kind of speaks to that. So the cool thing about the book, Skip, is it kind of brings you back to my music. And I also included chapters about Doug Larson.
Excellent.
And Jackie Daniels. So, like, I'm really hoping, like the cool thing about this, and another artist that I play with named Dahmer's Breakfast. Okay, he's in there too, and so like, so cool to put these other musicians in my book, because like when you sell it digitally, they can just come to my page. I'm gonna make a playlist of the people mentioned in the book, but I would, you just never know what's, you keep throwing things at the wall. You never know what's going to hit. You don't know, like, this could catch on or it's just going to be something I sell to my friends and family. But, I think this is something I can really get behind and be proud of. And so I just sent I had a first draft that wasn't so good. I got some great, I rewrote it. But after the second draft, I spent so much time on, I have a cousin who gave me all this great advice of what I did wrong. And I went down A, B, C, D and fixed everything like he said, telling me, hey, it needs to be organized better. It needs to have this. And I really took to heart, to make it not a Facebook rant, but like it's all story driven. Like I'm telling stories. And so I've had a memoir that I wrote about my my children. That's how I got the name Bluesdad. It's not from music. It's from writing. So like when my son was in year 2000, he was 1 year old. He was saying like some funny things, and I was like, I gotta write this down. And I was on a little website, but then this blogging became a thing. And because I was a teacher and I had the summers off, and I could write these like stories about the adventures of my kids, and they were always doing funny stuff. So I did that, and so when I went back to the draft too, I looked at my memoir and saw that like, oh, this story fits. So I've been writing, and I've been a writing teacher. So it's fun to be able to have this out. It's all about me as a musician. It's my real name is John Cook, but it's by Bluesdad. And so there's a whole music connection. The thing with digital books is that you get to add links at the back. So I have links taken to my music pages and all that. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited about it, and it'll be one of those things where you can print the book if you want to have a paper one, or you can buy the digital. But I'm really close. Definitely would love to, tell you about it when I'm ready. It's kind of like one of those. It's like one of those things where your wife is pregnant and you're gonna have a baby and you pick a name. Don't tell everybody your name until the baby's born.
Right.
Because some relatives will be like, "Oh, I hate that name. I used to have a neighbor and he did this." Like after you have the baby, they're not going to tell you that story. They're going to be like, "Oh, that's nice."
Yep.
So it's just about the timing of it. But it's kind of like I write a Substack that comes out every Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah, and that takes a little bit of time. But the cool thing is like I have like 5 paid subscribers. Like they pay me to write.
That's awesome.
And like a dream of mine, like has always been to be like a columnist. So I'm actually like a columnist now.
Okay.
Like I don't make a lot of money, but I make a few $100s a year just writing. And so like writing the book, writing the Substack weekly, doing the music, trying to connect them all to help them all lift each other up. And in the process of doing all that, not just trying to lift myself up, but lift up all the people around me that like I see awesome artists and I'm like, wow, I wish I could sing like that. I don't, but I do it a different way. But I see really great talent, and I'm not just trying to use the platforms that I build for myself. I'm trying to bring, like, I would just be so happy if I just stay where I am, then like somebody else discovers one of these people that I'm always promoting. Bands like the Non-Professionals and the Drive Home, Doug Larson, Jackie Daniels, all the people I mentioned that are playing at the Homegrown Fest, David Haven, man, just great talent. And you just think to yourself, man, I wish the world knew about these guys.
Right.
So, and I think that's part of the teacher in me, but also part of the dad in me. Like, what is my name is Bluesdad. I'm half blues, but I'm half dad. So the dad in me is like, trying to look out for my sons, make sure that they, I probably give them too much advice. Like one time I was talking to my son when I was dropping him off, and he was like, Dad, you don't have to give me a lecture every day. Like slow down on advice. We get it like every day. But, like you want the best for everybody. So I'm a little bit older. I see people that are younger and super talented. It's just like you want to do whatever you can do to lift them up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
that's what we try and do here.
You're doing it. I appreciate it too.
That's right. We got Bluesdad, and we do have Doug Larson coming in next week with Jim Miko, and a funny Doug story. Doug and Jim were playing out at MC Ale House.
Oh yeah. You said
you were there.
Oh, was I there? Okay.
Doug and Jim were playing.
Oh, Doug and Jim. Yeah. Okay.
And Doug played bass.
Oh, okay.
But Doug played bass. He used a capo.
Man.
So after the show, I go tell him, I said, "You guys have a new name now. You're now the Capoed Crusaders," because Jim stepped out play guitar.
Right.
He had his capo. Doug had the capo on his bass, and they were the Capoed Crusaders.
It is. All right. First off, hey, Doug thinks outside the box. Like nobody I know is putting a capo on a bass. All right. So I played bass for a worship team for 10 years, and the problem is that you're trying to sing worship music. The church can't always sing as high as the person leading the worship, so they change the keys a lot, and sometimes they'll change them last minute. And so then the bass player is like trying to rewrite all the notes because I'm reading music, right? So to avoid that, they went to the Nashville system, where you don't read letters like A, B, C, and D. You read numbers. So number 1 is always the root, and then 2 is the second note in a major scale. So like I learned that system, but I was complaining about it a little bit. Like, dude, like I'm the only one. I'm the bass player. I'm the only one that has to learn this Nashville system, because the keyboard player, they can change keys in their head, but drummers don't have to do anything. The guitar player is putting a capo on for the electric guitar and so like, dude, I'm the only one learning this whole system, right? And so I'm complaining about it. Like I said, I wish I could put a capo on the bass. And then the worship leader was like, "You need to put a capo on your brain." saying like it ain't about the yeah. So that was like a funny moment, right? So like put a capo on your brain, like you got to just say, you know, like we're playing the key of A, but now we're gonna play an A flat.
Yeah.
So baby, just put the capo on your brain, look at the numbers, and do what you're told, son.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
But it was a funny moment.
I've got a feeling that's got to pop into a Bluesdad song at some point. Put a cabo on your brain.
Yeah, that was a great line. I love that guy. His name is Grant Lee. He was the worship leader. He comes from New Zealand, and what thing I loved about him, like kind of serving under him, is that he always changed the music and made it interesting. Like a lot of people, you get in churches, you play the same music over and over, but man, because I think this was partly because he's from New Zealand, so he had like. He knew different music that maybe Americans didn't know, but like he would always make it interesting and bring in new stuff and just make it fun. So the 10 years playing under him was one of the best times I ever had, you know, being in a band. It was super fun, you know.
That's awesome. So, yeah, we are live in studio with Bluesdad here on www.crbradio.com. You're talking about Doug, the round guitar pick. I still sport that. Doug brought in a few of those when he was in last summer. And
you know what? I really need one because we got somewhere and we were at the Gaelic League and he forgot to bring his picks because I gave him my guitar to play a couple songs at the end of my set, right? So and he's like, oh, I forgot. Like, so I think I need an extra just in case he forgets again, you know. But yeah, these are like really crazy. I mean, it's like the little flying saucers and it has Wait, there we go. Little flying saucers. It has like a little inner circular ridge to help you not drop it. Well, it's like the weirdest thing to be like playing with a like a little flying saucer, little round thing. But you know what? Man, he loves it. And he only plays with it and he sounds great. So like what can you say?
Yeah, I've dabbled with it.
Have you?
I mean,
okay.
You know, for the little that I do, I can.
So what happens is the people that started off with it, they can't play anything else.
Right.
And there's a few of them. So I think he got it like copyrighted, patented, and all that. You know, he's like an engineer. So like, how cool is it to do gigs and play with somebody who invented their own pick?
Right.
Very cool, right? So he's not your normal guy, you know, like. So hey, I did want to throw some shade on a guy named Vince Smith.
Uh-oh.
You know, like I was watching the show, like
Motor City Vinny.
but, you know, like I was watching the show, and you know, so he was talking about the open mic at the Old Detroit Burger Bar in Clawson, Michigan, with Jackie Daniels, and the show was, I mean, it was cool. That was a good show, by the way. With Vince's, it was fun. But there's one section where he started talking about this very young Mexican woman named Andrea.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and he was just talking about how great of a singer and she is phenomenal. Like she is a showstopper, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And so what's crazy about it, I think she's 22 years old, and like, you know, she's like an engineer. So I don't know what she got a job, an engineer or something. But like I'm saying, like she's not in a band, she's not on tour. Like you see, like this level of talent at an open mic,
Right.
So like. You got to go to Clawson, Michigan, just to hear Andrea, right? Right. So you just got to hear her in person to say, like, oh, like Vince wasn't, you know, telling a lie.
Right.
Bluesdad wasn't joking. But so the funniest thing is, like, and I actually told this joke to Andrea because I was at the bar late when Vince had already left, right? So I told him, I was like, Andrea, like, man, did you know Vince put you on the radio? And he's like, yeah, like, so like he was saying how great you were. And then after that, he said how great you were some more. And then he kept talking about how great, you know, like you would not. And then he started cussing and swearing that you like, you're not going to flip and believe how great. And all of it's true, right? So like, and then after he goes on and on and on about Andrea, how great she is. And then he goes on talking about Rob Lewis, how great he is. He's like Harry Connick Jr. Well, he's an amazing keyboard player and singer. I love Rob Lewis. Like, I love this guy so much. I hired him for, I booked him for my wife's birthday party. Like, he's that good. Like, it's always good when you're a teacher and the other teachers want their kid in your class. Yeah. That's a compliment, right? Yep. So if you're a musician and you hire another musician, you know they're good, right?
Right.
So then he's going off about Rob Lewis, and then so funny. He's talking all this about Andrea, all this about Rob Lewis, and then they get to me, Bluesdad, and he's like, "Oh, he's a nice guy."
I know.
I like him well enough.
He's a great keyboard player. He sings like Harry Connick Jr. She's this amazing singer. And Bluesdad, oh, he's a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like Vince, man. So I told that joke to her. She thought it was hilarious, by the way. It was sad because I wanted to tell the joke in front of Vince and her at the same time, but it looks like we just have to put his stuff out there on the radio, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it. So, Vince, if you're not listening, which you're probably not.
He's not.
I guarantee I know where you are right now.
He's at the old Detroit Burger Bar.
You are at the old Detroit Burger Bar, gushing.
And, you know, he is, like, dude, I love his stuff. Like, I've heard him play a lot. And, like, he kind of never plays the same song twice.
Right.
Because he's, like, had multiple albums out.
Yes.
And he plays that song. He plays the guitar backwards, which is different, you know. That's a little different.
So when I started doing the open mic thing and the contest thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I was a little intimidated.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, you've got Vince Smith, who's released multiple, you know, and you check me out on Spotify and this, that, and the other thing, and this and blah, 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 blah. And there was like 6 people in a row doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, man, I haven't heard of any of you people, but okay, I'll check it out. So I get up there, you know, this is the first time I've played in public in 20 years. And I go there, well, you know, my name is Skip Dietz, and you can find me on the Tinder. And I just wanted to fit in. You get me on the Tinder and the Facebook and the...
Dude, I saw your set. You were really good. But I like your strategies. Like, it was a contest at New Hudson. Yeah. And his strategy was, wait till everyone sings first and I go last.
Uh-huh.
I'm the last person they
hear.
Get
me toward the end.
Yeah. It works.
It does. Because, you know, my music isn't really anything that, you know, it doesn't say, hey, I'm here. You know, it's more...
Well, you know...
It's more thoughtful. It's more subtle. It's more softer. And
so one of my complaints is about how they grade that. Okay, so they grade it by... One of the categories is melody. I'm playing blues. There's no melody in blues. Like, Stevie Ray Vaughan came in here, he would lose that contest.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like, he doesn't have any melody. It's blues. It's the same... You know, progression, but I mean, I'm sure Stevie has some melody in his solos and stuff, but you know, I'm just saying, like, they got all these categories. So when they're grading all these categories. You got, like, I don't know, rhythm and all this stuff, right? I don't think they even know who they rated the most.
No.
So, like, I almost think it's like, if you're going to do a contest, just make it 0 to 10 so that they can, and each judge can in their mind say, like, I'm going to give Skip a 9, but I'm not going to give him a 9.5 because, like, I'd love to play James. You know, like, we'll make sure he gets the 9.5. Right. You know, like, but also, like, you know, it's hard. You're grading people. Like, not everyone likes the same style of music.
Absolutely.
You know, so, like, I had people rocking, though. Like, I had the whole bar.
Oh, yeah.
I had the whole bar saying the mountain, doing the hell yeah. And like, I went up to tables. I was like, dude, I'm getting up there. I need the hell yeah. So, like, I did the hell yeah. The whole place said hell yeah. But you know, I never made it past the first round. But man, it was fun seeing people. I met, like, some really cool guys. There's this guy named Colby. I don't know his last name. I think it starts with a P. But man, super talented. He was one of the guys. Yep. So there's some great artists there. So it was a good time. New Hudson Inn is pretty cool. I like that they take artists' CDs and play them in their restaurant. They do. Like, what a cool thing. Like, way to support people. I was shocked, Skip, because something happened this week that has never happened ever. I looked at my phone, and in the 1 week in April, I had 81 plays on Apple Music. That's never happened. And why did it happen? Because I had 2 Shazams. So, like, Shazam is like, you know, someone else hears your music somewhere, someone's playing the music, and you overhear it, and they Shazam it to find out what the music is. Yeah. And then they can go to it on Apple, right? So, like, when you get Shazams, it means someone heard your music, and then you're bringing other people to your music. So, like Kansas City and Atlanta, people are listening to me on Apple Music. Couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, because I do a little bit of, I try to advertise a little bit for my music on Spotify, but
Right.
when I release something, but, you know, like, I don't spend any money on Apple Music. None. You know, so, man, I hope that continues, or I'll be back to the regular 2 streams, you know, like a week, but like 81 streams in a week, that's a new high for me.
All right. Well, all my friends out there, get out there and find Bluesdad. And
Find them on Apple Music.
find him on Apple Music. Find him on Spotify. Find him on. You're in Bandcamp as well, right?
I am, but you know, Apple Music pays more than everybody else. It kind of does.
That's
know?
fair.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just saying, you know, it's. I think the one that everyone that has more people listening is Spotify.
Right.
You know, but and really the reason I think why Spotify is popular is because they just tell you the numbers. They tell you a bunch of information. They at the end of the year they tell you who your favorite band was, who you listen to the most, and I think people like data. You know, they like to know that. But so I think the challenge is for artists is that you can't just pick one medium. You got to do it
Right.
all. So like I was listening to this guy on YouTube. I like to listen to YouTube videos about music, and this guy was in the industry since the 70s when they had vinyl and they had 8 tracks, and he had lived through the whole thing. And the guy was asking him like, what do you need to do? And you know, what's the best one to support? And he's like, you got to do them all because there's still people listening to cassette tapes, believe it or not.
Oh yeah. I have them.
Yeah, there's still people that have a cassette in their car and they listen to them. There's people that love vinyl. There's people that love Bandcamp and only do Bandcamp. So people stream it on Amazon. My brother streams me on Amazon. You know, different people on different things. So kind of got to look at all of them.
Yeah, I'm in a lot of the stuff I share is Spotify.
Yeah,
because I feel that more.
There's bigger numbers of
like
people
when
listening.
when I share playlists.
Yeah, yeah.
Now my listening is Apple.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, so but hey, another way to get your music in.
You know, I heard myself on the break at Cave Radio last week, or when Vince Smith, I was like,
Yep.
they played my song.
Yes.
That was pretty cool. And they played Doug Larson too, and
Yep.
Steve Goulding. That was really cool. You know, that could have been the Shazam. Like, you know,
Could be.
You know, somebody heard it and said, hey, who did that?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to find the link here to send your music to the Cave.
Oh, okay.
Because,
All right.
you know, in addition to our shows, I mean, we play music all day, all night. So
Yeah, yeah.
you can definitely get on the Cave Radio playlist.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just trying to find.
So you're saying, you know, while you're looking, you're saying like, hey, you know, what's coming ahead, what's happening. I was just telling this to somebody else. I was like, right now I'm just happy because I have music to release.
Yeah.
Because I have Mountain Inn coming out, and then eventually I'm gonna like put the album out. But 2 of my best songs that I play everywhere is one is Coffee for Two, and the other one is I've had, you know, a couple people say, hey, that's your best song, Coffee for Two.
Right.
And then another one that is very popular is We Will Never Be Here Again. That's one of my recent ones. And man, Skip, I did the acoustic guitar at
Right.
Romeo Gold Studios in Washington, Michigan, near Romeo, and with Christian Wanner of the Non-Professionals. And so I did the vocals and the guitar. And then I just took that and I said, okay, I'm taking the guitar and the vocals, and I just want you to do the rest. Make it a song.
Yep.
And that guy just went and put the drums and the bass and like, man. And then I added Jackie. You got to put Jackie in there.
Yep.
I put her on that song. And that song, it's funny, but like I listen to a lot of my friends' music, and then I listen to music that's not released of myself, because you're trying to like judge how the mix is, but you're also like, wow, I can't believe it sounds this good.
Exactly.
You know, like, so it's fun to have, it's always fun to have a new song that, you know, like, it's like a Christmas present when I get an MP3 in the mail, like, or in the email, like, hey, I just finished this mix, you know, like, and you get to hear your song,
right.
what it sounds like with drums and bass, and oh man,
That's awesome.
it's a great feeling.
Maybe someday.
Yeah. So I'm excited for those two songs. We Will Never Be Here Again, and for the song Coffee for Two. They'll probably come out in 2027
Okay.
early at the year, and I'm hoping to from now until then try to get some more songs to accompany them for
That's
that year.
awesome.
You know, so but right now it's nice. I've released several songs. You know, 4 or 5 songs this year, and it's really nice to have new songs out.
Which
you know?
is all new from last time we saw you. So
Yeah. Like I Can See the Moon wasn't out. Let's Get the Band Back Together Again wasn't out. I don't think Young Gun.
Nope.
Young Gun is kind of a sleeper. Like
Mhm.
it's such that song has so much mojo. Like you got to hear that song, Young Gun. It's the song about do you know how to still be young and have fun, and it's just like jam packed with lyrics and nicknames, and it's a lot of fun and humor. I play harmonica on that one too. I put a little blues harmonica in there.
Nice.
It's good stuff. And then Ain't No Trouble. So like all those songs have just been released, and it's great to have them out. And when the album gets out, it'll be really nice that people can listen to all of them together. You know.
Gotcha. So yeah, Blues Dad. Since corporate music has killed the local independent music scene,
Okay.
why not reach thousands of listeners a month instead of one at a time using streaming formats? Send your music to us here at CRB, Cave Radio Broadcasting, in MP3 format to Deeger, Deejer, at caveradiobroadcasting.com. That is Deeger, Deejer, at caveradiobroadcasting.com. Send your MP3s, and we will get you in the CRB fold.
That's awesome.
So get those music in there. All our artists out there.
That's very nice.
We-
I don't listen to radio anymore. I really don't. I listen to only local artists. Like it's amazing, but I'm not saying I don't hear like music that's on the radio because like on streaming platforms I listen to Jim Croce.
Right.
Like I love Jim Croce, but most of the time I'm listening to local artists.
Yep.
You know, so
Well, people want to hear you, and we want to play you. So
I appreciate that.
So definitely get that stuff sent out. In fact, I'm going to share that again on the Acoustically Yours page. Bam. So that's going to be right up there on top, so that you can get that. In fact, I'm going to do something. Pin post.
That's a thing.
Pin post. This post has been pinned to the top of my profile.
Very nice.
So.
Now you don't have to go back and try to find it because I saw you scrolling
Yep.
a long time.
Yep, I've got that pinned in. So check that out, all our artists out there. So I want to touch on a little something here that with you folks out there, and have you seen what Jackie Daniels has done? She's putting together a cause of sorts. Her current project, the Music Mavens.
Oh, that one. I was like, which project?
Yeah, she's got a lot of them.
Because she's in Philadelphia right now. Like I was listening to Vince, and he's like, "Yeah, she's in Austin right now." But I'm like, like my show today, she's in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
doing a lot of shows with the full band. Really, really cool. Playing her originals. So I'm super happy for her. You know, I don't know completely about this project, but she just has a heart to uplift people.
Yep.
And is a very kind person, I think. And so I just saw like little post about, you know, hey, there's not enough, you know, women, you know,
Right.
supporting women, you know, in our
Exactly.
industry, and a lot of men are, you know, taking up all the space, and she just wants to support some of the other artists.
And I started thinking about that. And as long as, you know, we've done the show here, I have had a total of 2 women,
Right.
and they were both with men.
Got you. And so, but I mean, the part of this that is the truth is that there was no ill intent,
Right.
right? It's just kind of the way things run. Like, you have a male host, and who does he hang out with? The guys. You know, like, who do you know? Oh, I know Doug Larson, and I know this guy and this guy. So, you know, it can make it harder to, you know, to reach out to people. But But I mean, what I love about you is Skip is that you're evaluating yourself and realizing that, and not ashamed to like say, "Hey, this is kind of how it is," and maybe she's got a point.
And exactly, and this is
Yeah,
So at Acoustically Yours and at Cave Radio, I'm sure we fully support this
yeah.
movement. So I just want to put this word out here now, and I'm going to be reaching out to some ladies, but all of all of the female artists out there.
I have some female artists.
We,
I'm gonna
we
reach
want,
out to
we
them.
want to get you in here too. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So like, because I play at Buttermilk Jamboree, that's as far west as I go in the state, you know.
Right.
But when you play there, there's a lot of bands from like Grand Rapids area, like the Bootstrap Boys is a huge country band that plays all over. Hannah Rose Graves was just a huge country talent on the west side of the state. You know, I only know Hannah Rose Graves because I played at Buttermilk, and so
Right.
I would see her playing like in the beer tent, like at the best at the end of the night, like she had the best spot, you know, and she had a full band, and so I would see her, and I fell in love with her music, and then I met Jackie. I was like, Jackie, you gotta like meet Hannah Rose Graves. Like I feel like Jackie's the country, you know. Like she owns the east side of the state and Hannah owns the west side.
right.
And I was like, you guys got to get. Well, they did a song together, and it was like a co-write. And they wrote it together, and it's so the contrast of their voices. Like, I think I feel like Hannah is like, man, it's earthy, and she's got this just a different sound than Jackie. So when Jackie comes in, it's like, oh man, it's like heaven. And them together, it's wonderful, right? So they got this song together. If you go to Jackie's page at the bottom, you can see appears on. You'll see the song, even though it's on Hannah Rose Graves' page.
Right.
But that's really cool that they did that. I think Jackie's open to doing more things like that. When you collaborate with people, it brings your fan base to everyone.
Absolutely.
Hannah Rose Graves right now she went all out and went down to Nashville. And she's down there.
Good for her.
Giving her best shot. And so I think she's coming up for one festival in Michigan, but she's living the dream.
That's awesome.
It's like one of those things where she sold everything she had and went down there, and she's making it make it.
So, yeah, we're working on trying to get Jackie in.
She's very
but
busy.
The downside is it conflicts with the open mic.
Oh, there's that. Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely, yeah, she's hard. She's she's got a busy schedule.
Yes.
Let's just say that. Like she's playing there somewhere all the time.
So more to come on that. Definitely hope to get many more ladies into the CRB studio here on Acoustically Yours. But hey, follow the Music Mavens page on Facebook, and you can see, kind of firsthand some of these amazing artists.
So they have kind of something that at Ipsy Ale House has a thing called Feminine Energy. I believe that's the name of it. But yeah, that's kind of a cool thing. And they have just like a night where it's just all women lined up. We'll have like 10 women on the bill, and they'll each play a couple songs. And it's just like a night to celebrate women and promote them, their music, songwriters. So yeah, there's other people doing it, that are kind of like had the same idea, but we still need more.
Yeah, we need more. We need more.
I gotta say though, like I'm just thinking about this because I've thought about this often, but like I just love women that play guitar. Like sometimes in the church, like the women are only the background singers and they're only the keyboard player, and they're never the strumming people.
Right.
Strumming the acoustic guitar, leading it. A lot of times it's men, at least the churches I've been in. And so I always love, like I had this friend and he had two sisters that were, could play, and they got together. He and his two sisters, and they would play together. And I was like, man, how cool is that you have two sisters that play? My sister plays French horn, so like it's hard to jam with me, but it's a little different than the guitar. But,
Right.
But she does sing harmony really good. So unfortunately, she's in San Diego. But yeah, I love seeing women play guitar, and there's some good local artists around here. So.
Yep. Actually, I snuck out last night.
Okay.
Caught a peek at Midnight Crisis.
Okay.
The trio that is no longer a trio.
Okay.
And Corinne Michelle Seashell, she's one of those. She plays guitar, she plays fiddle, she plays
Yeah.
She's playing harmonica now.
All right now.
She's playing harmonica now. She plays mandolin. So, and she was in studio
Okay.
with us last July, and but with the trio.
Got you.
But they have a drummer now.
Okay.
So they are a trio plus drums.
All right.
So they put on a great show last night at the New Hudson Inn, and I'm gonna miss you Saturday, unfortunately,
All right. Okay.
because I'll be swinging at Little White Balls
Oh, okay.
at the
Got
Cave
you.
Radio Golf Outing. But it is my aim to catch you on Friday, so
Oh, yeah. It'll be fun.
so I'm hoping to
Yeah.
make it out to see you on Friday.
I'm working on that bass.
Excellent.
Eastern Market Brewery
Yep.
gig,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I work like 2 blocks from there.
Oh, okay.
And
All right.
I have to walk by in order to get home. So
There you go.
it seems likely I'll be in attendance as well.
Awesome. So, yes, you can catch Bluesdad there Friday with Shallow Orbits with Jim Miko and Doug Larson, who will be our next episode's guests.
Yeah, there's 3 bands that night. We're the first band. This is our first appearance as a band.
Excellent. Yes, they're
You know, so 7 o'clock.
yes
yeah.
the
Shallow Orbits.
the Shallow Orbits debut. So we're looking forward to that. Hey, Chris Schaffner, welcome. Chris joined us when our last guests were on.
Okay.
From Love Planet.
Okay. All right.
So
Very nice.
So Chris Schaffner, welcome back. We're happy that you are with us once again. So we're gonna get a check on the Tiger game. They start. Oh, they don't even start yet. I want to say they start in 15 minutes. And then we'll take a quick break after that. Let's get the score. So 116-94 was the Pistons game. And I felt horrible because the poor people who have DirecTV could not watch the game. It was
Bummer.
DirecTV.
If you still have DirecTV in 2026, you deserve everything that's happening to you. I'm sorry. It's been raining and windy once a week for 20 something years, and DirecTV has been not working every time, the whole time. I admire your loyalty. That's what I do. I admire your dedication and loyalty to inferior television service.
So tell me how you really feel, Eric.
I mean, look, I've had more than one both sporting events that there was like an event around, we had people and snacks, and it was a whole thing until somewhere in the middle of the second period when the wind blew really hard, and now we're listening to the Red Wings game on the radio. And I mean, that's cool. I love sports on the radio. I am a big fan myself, and I was just fine with it.
Now, ironically, they mostly just stream now.
Right. Well, although I just tried, I thought I have Prime Video, and I've been watching the Pistons games, and I just tried to put this Pistons game on, and it wouldn't let me.
Oh, they're on ABC.
Just for Game 7?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I do hate that. Like,
It's like try and find them all.
Yeah. They keep changing up.
It's all right. I'm okay with it.
But now that we've got Eric all worked up, so Tigers are 5 minutes from first pitch. And we are going to take a quick break. When we come back here at www.crbradio.com, we're going to have more Bluesdad. We're going to get the answer to the Bluesdad Challenge.
There you go.
And also our open mic review.
Okay.
And our What If It Were a Ballad. So stay tuned here on www.crbradio.com.
big tents and small ones, and an RV named Large Marge. And I met a guy named Redbird and a couple from Chicago. She laughed at all the right parts of my song, and we both smiled as a young boy danced along. So I set out to find Ruckus. You know, Ruckus Rickus. Come on, Ruckus. Where you at? I'm looking for a cat with overalls and a bandana. You know the one who plays that clarinet. I love I said I love And then there's Rosie. She real cozy. She got the kids in bed, sitting outside the tent with a childhood friend. Roll 'em up, Rosie. So I look up in the sky. I can see the Big Dipper. Then I hear someone cry. Nikki got her hair stuck in a zipper. Her tent's so small, she can barely get in. She got her hair up in a bun, and it got stuck again. I love an evening of laughter and meaning, where the stars lead us back home. To a campground on a country road, yeah. On Father's Day, I saw a man playing chess with his son. And I got to play in the beer tent with Adam Gottlieb. He was Seeger, and I was Brunsey. And after the show, I gave my CD to Cliff, the sound guy. And I said, hey man, here's something to remember me by. And Cliff said, trust me, we all gonna remember you. Is that good? Or should I be singing the blues? I love I said I love And I can't wait to get back to mine. But I hope next year about this time I'll be camping under the same old apple tree at the one place I long to be, the Buttermilk Jamboree. I love I said I love I love an evening of laughter and meaning, where the stars lead us back home to a campground on a country road, yeah.
It's the state you know you're from, not the state you might be in, that your compass ought to point to when you need second wind. As for me, I just keep driving north on I-75 until I find myself in Michigan again. Again and 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 again. Find myself in Michigan again. Oh, again and 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 again. Find myself in Michigan again. We need roots that hold us up, more than roots like 66 that go deep down and support instead of far and wide for kicks. And since mine begin up north, although I sally back and forth, I find myself in Michigan again. Again and 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 again. I find myself in Michigan again. Oh, again and 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 again. I find myself in Michigan again. Well, the grass is always greener and the scenery serener. All that honey in the hive makes it more than worth the drive. So keep on trucking through Toledo or just follow a mosquito. It's the state you know you're from, not the state you might be in, that your compass ought to point to when you need a second wind. As for me, I just keep driving north on I-75 until I find myself in Michigan again. Again and again and again and again. I find myself in Michigan again. Oh, again and 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 again. Find myself in Michigan and then thank the Lord I still got time to spend.
On the day you were born, the Cavalry Angels took a break. They smoked cigarettes and talked bowling league play. Their frowns as dark as the stains on their gowns. They put all of their dreams into you. On the day you were born, the Cavalry Angels promised strength.
All right. Hey, welcome back to Acoustically Yours here on Cave Radio, www.crbradio.com. We hope you've enjoyed listening to Steve Goulian and to our guest here tonight, Bluesdad, during the break. We are here. That was Doug Larson who was just playing.
There we go.
Doug Larson
There we
with Jim Miko will be in here next episode. So set your clocks to that, May 17th. So we're going to move on to open mic backstage. That's what I called it. So basically we take one of the area open mics because that's where so many of us started playing.
Okay.
So we try and talk about one
All right.
per episode. So this week we're going to talk about the Wheel Inn in Highland,
There we go.
hosted by Dan Prekop. Great guy. The food there is great. The atmosphere is great.
I've had those sliders. They're good.
Good sliders. The bars, the drinks are cold.
You know, they have a good crowd there, though.
And they do. They have a very
Yes,
good crowd.
It's on
Very-
Sunday night. Yeah.
Very receptive crowd. It's on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock with Dan Prekop, who's also of the Randos. And
Dude, I love that band. I love his band. they have a 3-piece with no drums.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 other projects he's got going.
Dude, first off, if you saw his video of him playing on a boat with an American flag, like he's in the water, that was like cool. But man, his band is like, there's a bass player. Dan plays sings lead vocals and plays acoustic guitar. And then usually you would think there'd be a drummer, but there's no drummer. It's just bass, guitar, and then they got a guy that will do lead guitar solos or play harmonica. He's a rockin' harmonica player. And so, like, that third guy is like the special guy, the specialty guy. Like, he adds whatever needs to be added.
Yep.
Like, and he does amazing harmonica solos. And the bass is like, you don't need a drummer because that bass player is doing the job. I'm telling you, I saw them at the Firebird Tavern, and like if I had to hire a 3-piece band, I might want to hire them, like to do whatever I needed, like done. So props to him. I love his band.
Yep, the Randos. They and it's great how they got the name because it's just basically whoever was available to play. That's who plays. He's networked with like 15, 16 different musicians.
Yeah.
And hey, I want to do this gig, and whoever's available for it goes out and plays the gig. Bill Chase from Midnight Crisis, he plays guitar and harmonica with Randos as well. And it's and it all goes back, and it's something we've talked about episode after episode of Acoustically Yours. We've talked about it with you, and it's just how tightly knit the music community is here.
Yeah.
And the big reason that we're on the air promoting it.
Yeah, and also, the music, I hear what you're saying. The musicians really support each other.
Absolutely.
That's part of it too, yeah.
Big time. So, yes, the open mic at Wheel Inn, that is Sundays at 8 o'clock with Dan Precup. Highly recommended. Check them out. Good sliders, good drinks, and good music, and a good time.
Absolutely.
So, Sunday nights at 8 at the Wheel Inn. So, we're back here with Bluesdad. And we're hoping we get Bluesdad to play us a little something. What do you think?
Oh, here we go. Man, I got to put this capo on. We'll go up to that 4th fret. Hey, so I'm at, we've been talking about open mics. I'm at the Old Detroit Burger Bar in Clawson, Michigan. And I'm at the Jackie Daniels open mic. The cool thing about Jackie is that it runs from 7 to 10, but because she is who she is, she knows so many musicians that a lot of people are getting off a lot of other musicians that are really good are getting off their gigs. And when they get done, they come over and see Jackie and play some more just for fun. And that's what I love is that period from 10 to 12 when most people would pack up and leave. Not Jackie. She's there for the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's getting paid to be there from 7 to 10 to run an open mic, to set up everything.
Sure.
It's a lot of work to set up the sound system and all of that. But then she sticks around from 10 to 12. And so then, I'm loving it. Like I'm seeing this guy. His name is Aaron. And he's got a cross on. So I walk up to him. I'm like, hey, Aaron, let's hear some. Like, this guy's phenomenal, by the way. He can sing anything. When I say anything, Luther Vandross, like, you name it, he can sing it. Like, really hard to sing songs. And he sounds just like the record. So I say to him, hey, man, you got that little cross on. You can sing me a gospel song. So he sings a Hosanna song. And so I put him in the song that I wrote, Jukebox Aaron, singing Hosanna. And so I gave him that nickname. But yeah, so I was talking, the whole song started from me, from like something that had a little bit of humor. I'm talking to the server named Zoe, and Vinny works in the kitchen. He comes out, he's got a big old jacket on. Like, I don't know if he's in the freezer or whatever.
Right.
But he leans in with his jacket on, and his elbow catches the tap handle and pushes it down enough so that the beer is just pouring down. And Zoe's behind the counter, and I'm talking to her, and she's like, what are you doing? There goes, like, the beer is just flowing, right? So I thought that was kind of funny. So I put that in the song. So At 12 midnight, Old Detroit Burger Bar is closed, and they shut it down. They put the chairs up on the table, and that's when whoever's left, and there's usually like a handful of people, and plus the servers, plus the owner of Old Detroit Burger Bar. Dude, he's like, my bar's shut down. I'm going to walk with you around to another bar till 2 a.m. that closes on a Sunday at 2 a.m. This is right around the corner. So my first time staying that late, I was like, oh, y'all going to another bar? And I went along for the ride. It was just a great time. And there's a very popular guy with like kind of a handlebar mustache. His name is Guillermo. Mm-hmm. He's from Mexico, and he's just like the guy everybody loves. Like he'll. I love Mexican culture for the dancing. My great aunts and uncles, they used to dance. I think more people danced. That kind of, it's not ballroom dancing, but you know what I mean, right. Kind of like that, right? So, I mean, he's got the moves and he's moving around, and so he'll get out and dance with people. And there's a couple named Ashley and Matt who just happen to be doing shots. I put them in the song, so it becomes a song that's about, it's called We Will Never Be Here Again. So I'll let you hear the song. This is it. We'll raise a glass, watch the world go past. We will never be here again. We'll shut it down, then we'll walk around to another bar and do it all over again. Vinny came out the kitchen, but I think he went too far. He was leaning on the tap handle while he talked to a guy at the bar. Zoe's like, what are you doing? There goes our profit this year. No wonder we always running out of beer. We'll raise a glass, watch the world go past. We will never be here again. We'll shut it down, then we'll walk around to another bar and do it all over again. We need unity, not uniformity. We don't all have to be alike. Jukebox Aaron singing Hosanna and drinking water all night. Ashley and Matt doing shots, and I'm one and done. And how about Guillermo? He having fun, and I'm not judging, 'cause we will never be here again. We'll raise a glass and watch the world go past. We will never be here again. We'll shut it down, then we'll walk around to another bar and do it all over again.
That's John Cook, a.k.a. Bluesdad.
Bluesdad.
Awesome. Well, kids, boys, and girls, you know what time it is now. It is now time for What If It Were a Ballad?
Oh, I love this one. This is good. I can't wait to see what you picked.
If I can.
So this is some Led Zeppelin band. They call themselves cover band. They call themselves Dread Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And they just do reggae versions of Led Zeppelin songs. So this is like a half beat different than that. Okay, I'm just saying you're doing it a different way. You're not doing reggae music, but I'm saying
right.
But like the one that I heard you do was "Jump" by Van Halen, and that just had me cracking up because like you really nailed the beginning until you got to the chorus. I couldn't tell what song it was. It was good.
Okay. Well, this one, of course, it is Sir Mix-a-Lot Day.
Oh gosh. You did not.
because it is
Oh my gosh.
5-3.
Oh, this is awesome.
So, what if it were a ballad? Baby got back. Maybe. Oh. That's better. All right. Oh my God, Becky. Look at her butt. It's so big. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. But who understands those rap guys? Yeah, they only talk to her because she looks like a total prostitute. Okay? I mean, her butt. It's just so big. I mean, it's gross. Look. She's just so like big butts, and I cannot lie. The other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist, rounding in your face, you get sprung. You wanna pull up tough, 'cause you notice that butt was stuffed deep in the jeans she's wearing. I hooked and I can't stop staring. Baby, I wanna get with you and take your picture. My homeboys tried to warn me, but that butt you got makes me so horny. A rumper, smooth skin. You say you wanna get in my Benz. Well, use me, oh use me, 'cause you ain't that average groupie. I've seen them dancing. To hell with romancing. She's sweating wet, got it going like a turbo vet. Tired of flat magazines saying flat butts are the thing. Take the average blue hand and ask him that. She's gotta pack much back. So fellas, hey, take that much back. Hell yeah. Tell them to shake it. Shake that healthy butt. Baby got back. Round and big, and when I'm throwing a gig, I just can't help myself. I'm acting like an animal, and here's my scandal. Wanna get you home and double up, I ain't talking about Playboy, 'cause the silicone butts are made for toys. Want them real thick and juicy, so fine that you see double. Mixing lots of trouble, begging for a piece of that bubble. So I'm looking at rock videos, knock-kneed bimbos walking like whores. You can have those bimbos. I keep my women like Flo and Joe. A word to the thick soul sisters, I wanna get with ya. I won't cuss or hit ya, but I gotta be straight when I say I wanna till the break of dawn. Baby's got it going on. A lot of simps won't like this song. Them punks like to hit it and quit it, rather stand and play. 'cause I'm long and I'm strong, and I'm down to get that friction on. So ladies, yeah, if you wanna ride in my Mercedes, then turn around, stick it out. Even white boys gotta shout, baby got back. Baby got back. Yeah, baby, when it comes to females, Cosmo ain't got nothing to do with my selection. 36, 24, 36 out. Only if she's 5'3". Happy Mix-a-Lot Day. Only 5'3". So your girlfriend rolls a Honda, playing workout tapes by Fonda, but Fonda ain't got a motor in the back of her Honda. My Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. You can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. Some brothers wanna play that hard road and tell you that their butt ain't gold. So they toss it, believe it, and I'll pull up quick to retrieve it. So Cosmo says you're fat, I ain't down with that. 'Cause your waist is small and your curves are kicking, and I'm thinking about sticking to the beanpole dames in the magazines. You ain't it, Miss Thing. Give me a sister, I can't resist her. Red beans and rice, no, they didn't miss her. Some knucklehead tried to diss, 'cause his girls are on my list. He had game, but he chose to hit 'em. Now I pull up quick to get with 'em. So basically, ladies, if your butt is round and you want a triple X throw down, dial 1-900-MIX-A-LOT. Kick them nasty thoughts. Baby got back. Baby got back. Little in the middle, but you got much back. Baby got little in the middle, but you got much back. Oh, little in the middle, but you got much back. Baby got back. What if it were a ballad here on Sir Mix-a-Lot Day 5/3/26?
Dude, you picked a long one, though.
And for the record, when you said Sir Mix-a-Lot Day, I'm thinking of like 34, 26, 30, 36, 21. How was that the date?
It's only if it's 5/3.
36. Oh, 5/3. Oh, it all makes sense now. I went for the wrong numbers. I was so confused.
So happy Sir Mix-a-Lot Day, everybody. So we've got, gosh, we're down to the end here, man. This show flew right by.
It always
Too
does.
much fun, too much fun.
Always does with the Bluesdad in studio. So don't forget, folks, we got golf outing, CRB Radio 10th Annual Golf Outing next Saturday, May 9th, 1:30 shotgun start. Sponsors, volunteers, reach out to Dan Mayer. And, hey, I look forward to seeing the 215 of you other golfers plus some volunteers and all that good sort of stuff on Saturday.
Can't wait to see who's playing for second place. Oh!
As Team Deets Nuts goes out there to see who plays for second from last. So we got that going on. Catch Bluesdad Friday night with Shallow Orbits, Doug Larson and Jim Miko at the Eastern Market Brewery downtown. And also check him out Saturday in Hazel Park at Coffee and Bark.
There we go, 5 to 7.
5 to 7 p.m. That is free admission. So Check out Bluesdad and a host of other artists that he's leading into the evening with. And check out Bluesdad's book when it comes out.
There we go.
That's coming out soon. We got the Bluesdad book, the new Bluesdad album coming out end of the year in the next year. So
should be the end of the year. Yeah,
so check those out.
A live album. I'm excited about that.
And you will catch us here with Doug Larson and Jim Miko next Saturday or next
Sunday
episode. It's every other
I'm over
week
here,
thing.
correct?
It's this
I gotta
whole
be quiet.
It's this whole every other week thing, For our next episode of Acoustically
Hey,
Yours
you're telling me, man.
on May 17th. I know. Poor Pelto's like, is this show, no show,
Is it 2 o'clock? Is it 5 o'clock? Is it 8 o'clock? What's the clock? What time is it? What week is it? Oh God, is it this week? Is it next week? I don't remember. It's not that. It's really not that stressful. I'm really playing it up here a little bit.
So that's our next episode on May 17th. Doug Larson and Jim Miko joining us. So we're going to have Bluesdad take us home. And until the 17th, my friends, my name is Skip Dietz with Eric Pelto, with Bluesdad. And until we meet again, my friends, I am acoustically yours. God, I screwed it up. Stay tuned for Irish Music Cafe. What is it? The IMC Extreme or Amped? IMC Amped. Coming on www.crbradio.com, Studio One, right after our show at 8 o'clock. So stay tuned for them. Way to go, Pistons. Go, Tigers. And without further ado, until we come in next time, my friends, I am Skip Dietz. I am acoustically yours, and Bluesdad's taking us home.
All right, this is my song. I don't smoke. Is my mic on? I can't really hear myself. Am I good?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. I don't smoke marijuana, but I hang out with people that do. I don't smoke marijuana, but I hang out with people that do. And I don't chew tobacco, swearing, cuss, or have a tattoo. But I say all this to tell you that none of this means I'm better than you. Oh, I don't smoke marijuana, but the good Lord knows I love people that do. Yes, I do. I got a cousin and another cousin. I got a third cousin. I got a lot of cousins. I got an uncle and a few friends who like to have a little toke every now and then. I don't smoke marijuana, but I hang out with people that do. And I don't chew tobacco, swearing, cuss, or have a tattoo. And I say all this to tell you that none of this means I'm better than you. Oh, I don't smoke marijuana, but the good Lord knows I love people that do. Yes, I do. Woo-wee. Can we get some air freshener? Somebody open a window. I'm going outside to get some fresh air. But I want to thank you for being so kind that you want to share. I don't smoke marijuana, but I hang out with people that do. And I don't chew tobacco, swearing, cuss, or have a tattoo. And I say all this to tell you that none of this means I'm better than you. Oh, I don't smoke marijuana, but the good Lord knows I love people that do. Yes, I do. I love you all. That's a great song to end on. I love you all.
All right. That's Bluesdad here on Acoustically Yours, www.crbradio.com. We hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. We've got Doug Larson and Jim Miko in next episode, May 17th. So take care. Be safe out there. Be kind to each other. And until then, my friends, I am Skip Dietz, and I am Acoustically Yours.